And News 18 continues to profile local women being honored by the YWCA. Tonight, we look at the life of Kimber Nicoletti. Nicoletti says she didn't always have the best past, but instead of dwelling on it, she says she's paying it forward.
At a young age, Kimber Nicoletti says she was part of a violent and sexually abusive relationship. Now, she calls herself a survivor and says what she went through no woman should ever have to endure. But Nicoletti says all too often, women don't know where to turn for help.
There's always people that are uncomfortable accessing a mainstream service provider.
Because of this, Nicoletti decided to start a group called MESA. For more than a decade, the message has been the same: make sure underserved communities have an outreach.
MESA is a sexual assault program focused on the inclusion of underserved populations in sexual violence prevention efforts.
Nicoletti says through MESA, community members can access different educational programs as well as seek crisis intervention. Nicoletti says MESA also holds food and clothing drives for underserved people in our community. But the most rewarding part of her job, she says, is the community outreach.
I remember one year we had a bunch of cookies donated to us, and I thought, well, what are we going to do with all these cookies? And we started passing out cookies to homeless people, and first they were like, what, are these cookies free? And we were like, yeah. And then we were giving them like great big packages of them, and it was so wonderful to be able to give things to people and to help them out.
Nicoletti says MESA helps several thousand people a year and says since doing community outreach, they've collected almost $99,000 worth of clothing and food to give to others. While Nicoletti says she's honored to receive the YWCA Woman of Distinction Award, she says she doesn't do it for the recognition.
I'm building on work that a lot of other women have done and just expanding it and doing what my mother and what my grandmother have done.